Let's go ahead and let's work on more details here in the back. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to work on this center rear detail. So basically in the middle of the back area, we've got these sort of panels, I guess, where you would put add-on cards for the computer, like video cards, sound cards, things like that. Then we got this kind of like little vertical grill piece here with like an air vent or something like that. So let's go ahead and work on that. I'm going to select the entire object. This polygon right here, I'm going to start to quick slice that up. So I'm going to activate my quick slice tool. I'm going to separate this in two parts. Basically, one side will be the one with these little horizontal panels, and the other side will be the one with this little vertical air vent area. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place a quick slice maybe about right here. Okay? And let me work on these panels right now. So what I'm going to do is select this polygon now where the panels are. That's this one. I'm going to go to quick slice. And I'm going to make a quick slice about down here. I'm going to make another one above, about right there. And I'm going to make another one right here on the side. Just kind of separate that. And I'll make another one on this side. So right there. Basically I have this polygon right here in the middle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to edge mode. And select these two edges there. I'm going to go and get my connect tool. And what I'm going to do is give this thing, let me see how many segments I should give it. I'm going to give it about 3 segments. The pinch parameter is throwing me off, so I'll set that to 0. There we go, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to hit OK. Now if these 3 new edges still selected, I'm going to go to my chamfer tool. I'm going to give this a bit of chamfer. Let me try a value of 1. Value of 1 doesn't look too bad. I'm going to say I'm happy with that. I'm going to go for value of 1, so I'm going to hit OK. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select the polygons here to represent these different panels. And I'm going to inset that by a very small amount. Let's try something like 0.5. And 0.5 actually looks pretty good. So I'm going to say I'm happy with that and hit OK. I'm going to come in here. And I'm going to select a couple of these polygons there. These two, this one and that one. This one and that one, so I should have all of these polygons selected. Then I'm going to come over here to modify selection. I'm going to get the entire loop. I'm going to go to extrude. I'll go to the extrude options. I'm going to extrude that into the back of the object like this, basically to create those gaps right there. So if I render this out, you see what I have. Basically I have those gaps. I'm going to hit OK. Looks like I got a little bit of an issue in here. Yeah, it looks like a polygon here is not triangulating properly or something like that. So I'm just going to grow the selection of polygons to about right here, I guess. I'm going to go to tries and hit retriangulate, see if that fixes it up. And it did. Alright, so now with that done right there, what I'm going to do is come back to this view. And we can see that this panel and this panel are identical. But this one and this one are identical to each other, but different than the other two. So what I'm going to do is select these two guys, and I'm going to come back here, and what I'll do is I'll inset these. I'm going to inset these a lot more. Something like this looks pretty good. I'm going to hit OK. Then I'm going to extrude these out just a little bit like this. Then I'm going to go to edge mode. I'm going to select this corner edge right there, and the one for the bottom one right there. I'll hit the ring button just to select the entire ring of edges all the way around, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to chamfer that. Give this a good amount of chamfer. Maybe I'll try a value of 2. That might be a bit much. I'll go for like 1.1, looks pretty good. I'll hit apply and continue. I'll do another soft chamfer here, something like this looks pretty good. I'll hit OK and say that I'm happy with that. And if I wanted to, I could come in here, select this polygon and this polygon, then control click on edges over here in the modify panel so I can get those edges. And what I can do is I can chamfer them. Okay, so I'll chamfer it about this much, give it a few segments, hit OK, end up with something like this. I'm going to go back to those polygons, this one and that one. I'm going to grow the selection a few times. And then what I'll do is I'll go to properties and hit a smooth 30, just to smooth that out. And I end up with something that looks like this, which obviously looks more interesting than what we had before. So let me go back to this view over here. Now I've got this polygon up here and this one that I want to work with. So I'll select those two polygons. I'll go to quick slice. And I'm going to make myself a quick slice there and there. just kind of following the reference image here. So I'll make these quick slices there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this little polygon, that little polygon, so these two little strips of polygons there. Back to quick slice, and just make some quick slices right here like this. Okay, so once you got that done, I'm going to select these 4 little strips of polygons right there. And I know those have to be holes, so what I'm going to do is Shift E to extrude those things in. I'm going to go ahead and delete those polygons now. I'm going to go to edge mode. I'm going to select that edge, this edge, and select that edge and this edge. Hit the ring button to select the ring of edges for that. And I'm going to chamfer that just a little bit. Give it 1 segment. You can chamfer it as far as little as you want. I'm going to go for about that much right there, so I have something that looks like this. Now you can see there's some triangulation errors there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of these polygons here, and I'm going to go to tries, hit retriangulate to see if that fixes the problem, and it did. Awesome. So there we go. So those little panels right there in the center rear detail are finished right there, so I'm going to say I'm happy with that. I'm going to end this video here, and in the next one we'll continue with the next detail, which is this little air vent right here on the left.